Boston Center, JetBlue 1305, 16,000.
JetBlue 1305, radar contact.
Well, what's happening, guys? All right, it is Pi Day, the 14th of March, and we are going to do a flight from Westchester County Airport in New York. That is KHPN as the ICAO call sign for, identifier for it, and we're going to fly to Washington, KDCA. All right, so I need to get my flight plan and all that kind of crap set up. All right, sim brief. I already have it set up online. Just got to import my route. We're going to do American Airlines 5678. The real world air flight is using a CRJ7, but I don't have a good CRJ to use in Flight Sim 2024, so I'm going to use the 737 MAX 8. All right, we are going to climb to flight level 300. And cost index 25. Airtime should be a little bit just under an hour. Winds 275 at 7.6. Only 244 nautical miles. That's a short flight. All right, let's get to this. While we're at it, I'm going to get the APU started now so I don't have to sit and wait for it later. Get the microphone a little bit closer. Okay, reference airport, KHPN. Come on. I'm going to have frame rate issues again, apparently, with the goggles. Alright. Yeah, we were just on that one. Route. Oh, you know what? I should have gone back because I forgot there was 2 pages there. Alright, zero fuel weight is 135.4. Alright, I'm not putting anything in for reserves. I'm just going to run with what they recommended. Cost index was 25. And that will give us basically an ideal flight level to cruise at, but we're going to do 300. It's recommending flight level 260, but we're going to go with 300. Course winds 275 at 76. So we are going to have a little bit of a headwind. How is that invalid? That's what I put in there. I don't get why it does that. Sometimes it likes what I put in, sometimes it doesn't. N1 limit, we'll just leave it as normal. Takeoff, we'll do flaps 5. Okay, we're going to have V1 of 133, a VR of 135. All right, let's go to the second page. Runway winds. Let's go over here to the weather. Come on. KHPN. Want to know what runway we're going to be using also. Looks like we got winds 320 at 7. Okay, dry conditions, runway slope. I'd have to look at the map for that. Not too concerned about it. Well, I don't know. I could go back to it. All right. Info Juliet. It's showing 1330 at 7. Okay, I want to use the SayIntentions ATIS because that's what it's more important.
Center, American 204, flight level 410. American 204, radar contact.
Alright, info Oscar, arriving departing runways 3429. So I'm probably going to want 34. 1320 at 7, visibility 10, sky clear, temp 3. So not pretty chilly. Dew point -7, so it doesn't sound like we got too many concerns with weather.
United 424, descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
Altimeter 3027.
Descending to 17,000, United 424.
Alright. Yeah, someone's gonna have to get that. I got the goggles on. Okay. We'll expect runway 34.
Boston Center, United 424, 7,000.
United 424, radar contact.
Okay, this should be 34 here. Yeah, it's the bigger runway. That's what I want. Do we have a slope? Okay, so runway heading is 343. I don't think it shows slope on here, like a regular chart does. Okay, let's get our heading initially set to 343. That way, if we depart on runway heading, we can. And we need vectors. We're prepared. We'll go ahead and preset the airspeed. Hold to 250. All right. Okay, I think we're good there. Oh, yeah, I need CG. So let's come into here and configure. We are at 30% CG. Come on. Okay, I need 4 1/4 units of trim. Alright, I'm gonna look on that little indicator down there, the VR goggle indicator. So I get trimmed to 4. Not a little too much. There we go. Okay, I don't have a runway slope to work with. So I'm not going to have good info. I'm not going to be able to get good idea on how much runway I'm going to need. But I think we're all right there. We do have a hold here, like a discontinuity there, but I'm not too concerned. I forgot I do need to align the IRSs. Okay, let's get our SayIntentions window up. Alright, 126.4 is for clearance. Okay. Now we are ready to ask for clearance. I think it was Info Oscar. I don't know why the weather went away, just for me going out of focus on there. Okay, yeah, we got Oscar, right. Delivery American 5678 with Info Oscar requesting clearance as filed.
American 5678, say your destination and type of clearance requested.
American 5678 requests an IFR to Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Okay, just to make sure there aren't any issues with...
American 5678, cleared to Danbury. Radar vectors Big E, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 30010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.55, squawk 2263.
Climb maintain 4000, expect 300 10 minutes after departure on 12055 and squawk 2263, American 5678.
United 1376, contact New York Center on 121.125. American 5678, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.6.
121.6, American 5678. Alright, yeah, so we already, our transponder already got preset the right way, so... Interesting how they call that Danbury. Maybe that's what the city is right there by there, I don't know. I don't know that airfield very well. At all, really. So, I just know there was a mid-air collision involving that airfield. Okay, 1216. We'll switch over. I believe we have... Oh, let me get a couple of other things preset before we ask for clearance. Get the bleed valves open. I think everything else is... Oh, yeah, we're done with the lining, so we'll put these in nav. Westchester ground, American 5678, requesting pushback and startup. Oh. Nobody's lit. Oh. Well, ground is 121825. What? Who did they tell me? Why are they telling me to contact ground at 121.6? They think I'm in the wrong location or something? Alright, 825. Oh, that's too far. Make sure that changes correctly. Yep, alright, we are there. Westchester ground, American 5678, requesting pushback and startup.
American 5678, pushback and start approved, tail northwest.
Pushback startup approved, tail northwest, American 5678. Okay, northwest is going to be... make a left turn basically. Alright, so we're going to go over the ramp frequency now. It's always 119.99 on SayIntentions. I don't even have to look up at that thing to see that that's what the frequency we want is. See, 119.99. Ramp, flight deck, request tug.
Say again, please.
Ramp flight deck requesting tug.
I didn't copy that. Say again.
Ramp flight deck, please request tug.
Say again.
Ramp flight deck, please request, please connect tug.
Say again, please.
How are you not hearing me? Ramp flight deck, request tug.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
Holy crap, seriously? Ramp flight deck, please connect tug.
Connecting jetway.
I didn't say connect jetway. Ramp flight deck, connect tug. Oh, for God's sake. What? I don't need the jetway. You're not even on the right side of me. Ramp flight deck, disconnect jetway.
Tracking jetway.
While we're at it, yeah, we're going to do this American Airlines 737. Ramp flight deck, ready for pushback.
Release parking brake. Tug standing by.
All right.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Okay, I got... Parking brake release, ready for pushback.
Down to flight deck. Tug standing by. Release parking brake for pushback.
Parking brake is released, ready for pushback.
Roger, stand by. Ground to flight deck, cleared for engine start and sequence.
Cleared engine start. Also, it'll be tail northwest. Okay, let's get number one started. Going to be motoring for a second. Let's see if they turn me tail northwest here. Last couple times they kept me going straight back. And, oh, there we go. Perfect. Exactly what I want to see. All right, so we got an A320 over here. Look like a citation or something next to me. Some other little pissants over there. Like another A320 over there to the right. Guessing this will be runway 34 over here. Yeah, it is. I can see the markings for it right there. It takes so long from the motor. I'm gonna just go ahead and. If it takes so long to motor, I might as well just go ahead and get the other side started too.
Ground to flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Parking brake set. We're still working on engine start. We'll let you know.
Roger, standing by.
Alright, what's taking so long to get the engine to fire up? Got fuel, air, bleed air valves in the right position. Fuel ignition switches are in the right positions over here. All right, there we go. Now we got ignition on number 2. Looks like somebody coming in to land right now. Yeah, I can see their landing lights too. Okay, number 1 is motoring, or getting ready to motor. Alright, this one automatically back. Alright, continue. Yeah, shouldn't have any fuel in the center tank. Yeah, we're not. It's a short flight. We're not going to use much fuel. Oh. I almost forgot to put that switch on. What did they do? Abort their landing or something? Are they coming in late or something? What's going on there? Shouldn't they have already been down? Ouch. It's a hard landing. How do you land? How do you take such a short runway to? Probably because it's such a freaking hard landing or something. Uh-oh. Hope he doesn't turn this way. No, looks like he's gonna go to the next taxiway. Why is he still sitting there? Get off the runway, dude. You already overshot this taxiway. Use the one that's right there next to you. Okay, we're over here in the terminal, one of these spots. So yeah, he could be going on to taxiway Echo. This should be Fox right here next to me. Not sure what's going on with him. Why are we taking so long to motor? Holy crap. EGT's going up, so shouldn't we be done motoring? Finally. Alright, where'd he go? Oh, he just ended his flight right there. Didn't even want to bother to taxi back. Yeah, I don't know why it took so long to run up the engines this time. They don't normally take so long. What? Christian, I got the goggles on. Get someone else to help you. Ramp, flight deck, engine startup complete. We're ready to taxi.
Ground to flight deck, you are still on ramp frequency. Contact ground for taxi clearance.
Ramp, flight deck, engine startup complete.
Pushback already underway. Request abort if needed. Ground to flight deck, you are still on ramp frequency. Contact ground for taxi clearance.
Alright. Ramp, flight deck, disconnect, tug.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
Alright, yeah, look like he's about to disconnect.
Ground to flight deck, bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and cruise clear. You're good to go. See you soon.
Copy that. Thank you. Have a good night. Okay, let's get back over to ground frequency. Wait a couple seconds so we don't accidentally step on anybody. Ground, American 5678, ready for taxi.
American 5678, Westchester ground, runway 34, taxi via Alpha, hold short of runway 29er, then Alpha.
34 via Alpha, hold short of 29, then Alpha. The American 5678. Okay. Alright, we are good. Let's go ahead and start running. Okay, we're at Foxtrot right now, so we just got one taxiway really to cross before we get to runway 29. You know, I looked through those settings to see if I could turn off that co-pilot assistance crap, and I honestly don't know which setting specifically to do to stop that. This is Alpha and Bravo. I don't see Bravo over here. Okay, this looks like 29 right here. Come on.
Approaching runway 29.
Ground, American 5678, holding short of 29 at Alpha.
American 5678, cross runway 29er, then continue taxi via Alpha.
Cross 29, continue via Alpha, American 5678. Okay. So yeah, I mean, 29 is an active runway right now, so I can understand why, but usually they clear me to cross before I actually get to it. Even if they tell me to hold, sometimes, a lot of times, there's nothing coming in or taking off yet. Yeah, they'll usually give me clearance to cross it before I even have to ask. Alright, this must be Kilo. What is with this bouncing here?
American 5678, contact tower on 118.575.
Alright, so come on.
Approaching runway
I overshot the
34.
whole line. 118575, American 5678. Okay, let's get in. Westchester Tower, American 5678, holding short of 34, ready for departure.
American 5678, Westchester Tower, runway 34, winds 320 at 7, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, American 5678. Alrighty. We got a couple other airplanes in the area over here. Probably not coming here though. Imagine those are other airplanes. I don't know. I don't see strobes, but they look like landing lights. Might be landing somewhere else. Okay, our runway heading is 343, so this is why I preset the heading hold, so I don't have to mess with that later. Put this up a little higher.
Runway 34 remaining. 6,300 feet.
It was 135 or something like that. I think 135 was my rotate speed. Taking a bit of runway here. Alright. Alright, positive rate of climb established. Oh, you're not letting me, oh, there we go, okay. Okay, it's taking down my throttle, so I don't want to be too quick to retract my flap.
American 5678, contact departure.
Order departure, American 5678. Alright, that is 12055. It's already preset for me, so... Departure, American 5678 with you, 2500, climbing 4000.
American 5678, New York departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000, turn left heading 235, vectors to Big E, then on course.
10,000, left turn 235, vectors to Big E, American 5678. Okay, I'll take this down to 235. Damn it. Hey, I don't need my auto throttle freaking causing me to stall. Why does it do that? I don't know. I don't think it's Retracting my flaps the rest of the way was the smartest thing to do, but
American 5678, direct Big E, then as filed, please.
direct Biggie, then it's filed. American 5678. Okay, we are. Alright, now we're going to switch over to L. Confirm going into a right turn. Okay, we can't be stalling, so let's level off here until we get airspeed first. I don't know why I always have to deal with this crap. Okay, you know what? I forgot to turn on my engine generators. I don't need APU bleed anymore. Okay. I think we'll be alright from here. Alright, nice view of all this. This might be the Hudson that we're crossing. I don't know. Oh, there I am.
American 5678, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, American 5678. Yeah, that should be the Hudson we're crossing right now. Oh, come on. Alright, now we got some airspeed to work with, so I actually went too fast. And all that trying to deal with the damn auto throttle chopping me to where I'm stalling. I just have to not turn on auto throttle until after flaps are fully retracted or something, or...
JetBlue 1009, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climbing to flight level 220, JetBlue 1009.
Hey, Kelly. This area should look familiar to you.
American 5678, contact Newark approach on 127.6.
On 127.6, American 5678. Alright, that area over there looks familiar to you? That area over there looks familiar to you? Okay. Alright, do you see a bunch of lights? I just crossed over the Hudson a couple minutes ago, and then that's... Oh. Yeah, so you got an airfield right there. And then going south in that direction is Manhattan. And then, what? I think... Where is it? Or no, this is Manhattan. Yeah, I can see Central Park right there. Okay. Yeah, and then you got that thin area of a bunch of lights, and then you got a black area right in the middle of all that, all those lights. Do you see that? Okay, that's Central Park right there. Okay, I'll take a look on there later, but I don't know what is that LaGuardia or something? I don't know. Or JFK, I don't know which one is over there just to the east of Upper Manhattan and Harlem. Okay, there is another airfield I see over there by where that water is, off to the east of Queens or whatever. Then you got this one right over here, right by where Harlem and Manhattan meet up with that single runway I'm getting ready to pass by. Yeah, right there, and should be straight in front of me. Then got another one right here I'm passing by that's oriented kind of diagonally from me. It's right here next to these roadways. I'm guessing that's Teterboro. I would only know that, or I think it's Teterboro because I did a delivery to a place not far from there, and I remember going up that street and right next to Teterboro Airport to get out of there. Yeah, in fact, I can see MetLife Stadium right there, where the New York Giants play. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if my mouse is pointing in the right spot. Well, I'm actually fighting it because my right there is MetLife Stadium. So yeah, that should be Teterboro right over there, and then off in that bigger, over on the up on the northwestern end of that bigger waterway over there, I'm guessing is JFK, and then over here should be LaGuardia. Does that help at all? Okay. Right there.
American 5678, contact New York Center on 133.15.
Going on 133.15, American 5678. Alright. Yeah, got another one here. Maybe it's been a while for you. Oh, yeah, to me it looks very well. It looks familiar only because I've trucked through all these areas. Yeah. Yeah, maybe daytime would be better. I got a contact center here. Center, American 5678 with you, flight level 190, climbing flight level 240.
American 5678, New York Center, good evening.
All right. Let's get our range out some. Yeah, we're already only about 160 or so miles out, it looks like, so definitely be a fairly quick flight, relatively speaking. Okay, yeah, we're flying toward Biggie's. KTTN, that's the one. I think I just flew out of that one just recently. Or no, I think it was KTTA. All right, here's Philadelphia. So that must be Trenton. Yeah, probably Trenton, New Jersey. Are you going to clear me at 300 anytime soon? Trend should be off here to the left a little bit. I don't know, I see some strobes over there, but I would expect to see a alternating green and white beacon. Oh, this might be it right here. Yeah, there's an airfield here. It's a civilian airfield. I can tell by the green and white flashing. Got another one right there. It's also a civilian. What's this one over here? It's also green and white flashing, so it's probably civilian, but I would expect a McGuire Air Force.
78, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Alright, aviate, navigate, communicate. Let's get climbing first. Climb, maintain flight level 300, American 5678. Okay, I could have climbed at 280 or so, but let's go and leave it at 250. And then we can get up to speed once we get up to our cruise altitude. We've got a couple of some other airplanes in the area. A couple of them might even cross our paths here. Look like I'm right behind a couple others. Where's this guy who's coming toward me from right to left? I don't see any flashing strobes. Either he's in the clouds or above or below them. I don't know. I see one right there, but he's going the other way.
JetBlue 1410, descend and maintain flight level 250. Cleared for the Roebuck 3 arrival into Boston.
Descending to flight level 250. Cleared for the Roebuck 3 arrival into Boston, JetBlue 1410.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this guy. Should be pretty close by. Unless he's down at a lower altitude, I don't know. Looks like he disappeared or something. Okay, it kind of look like I'm catching up on the other guys. Let's put airports up on here. So KNXX and KPNE. Alright, Philadelphia is about 40 miles away off to the left side a little bit. Look like we're not going to be able to see it very well because the clouds though. But we do see the river right over here, and Philly is right next to a river. Yeah, it should be on just on this side of that river.
78, expect the Clipper 3 arrival, MXC transition. Plan for descent in maybe 10 minutes. Reach out if you want an early start. American 1123, descend and maintain flight level 210. Cleared for the Deer Park arrival into Bradley.
Down to flight level 210. Cleared for the Deer Park arrival into Bradley, American 1123.
Expect Clipper 3 arrival, MXC transition, American 5678. Okay, I need to look up weather for DCA to make sure I'm set for the right runway. No, that's not what I want. What are we working with here? Reagan National, info Echo, arriving and departing 3, 3, 4, and 1. Winds 050 at 6. Visibility 10, broken at 25,000. So good visibility. Temperature 9, dew point -3, altimeter 30.
New York Center, Frontier Flight 2641, flight level 250.
Density altitude -1,000. Wow. Temporary tower capability is limited due to ongoing system upgrades. Advise on initial, you have Echo. Okay. And we are over Biggie now. Top of descent about 14. They're pre-planning me for RNAV runway 33. Let's go ahead and double check that that's the one we're set up for. One thing I like about the 737, it's more user friendly, I would say. Or it gives me more options on how I can work with it. I don't have one specific way I can manage the flight control computer or a flight management system. It's not like Airbus. I don't mind Airbus, it's just I'm not used to it so much, and I like having more flexibility in how I can do things. So for that reason, I prefer the 737 over the Airbus. That's just me though. Other people would naturally prefer, it's kind of like comparing Android or Samsung, whatever, to Apple. Now the interfaces are different. One way works better for some, the other way works better for others. No right or wrong way, it's just which one you like better. Okay, so now we can go and get our airspeed up to, let me get over to Mach. Mach 7.8. Yeah, look like we're okay there. We'll be up around 290 or so knots. Actually, you know what, with that, I'll go ahead and, oops. Yeah, I'll actually set it to 280. Better fuel savings that way. Once we get settled in at 280, we'll figure out what our fuel burn rate is and how much fuel, how long the fuel will last us. Okay, Philadelphia should be right over there off to the, up ahead and to the left somewhere. Yeah, I see a bridge right over there. That might be the Ben Franklin Bridge right there. I don't know for sure, but might be. A couple of different bridges in the Philly area. I know one of them's the Ben Franklin Bridge. I forget what the other one's called. I think Walt Whitman or something like that. I don't remember. Okay, so we're settled in now. Looks like fuel flow is about 5,500 pounds per hour, somewhere in that ballpark. We have 8,000 available, so yeah, we have about an hour and a half or so of fuel remaining. This should be fine. especially when top of descent is about 8 minutes out. We're gonna be burning even less fuel as we're coming down. I see somebody up ahead going from left to right. Probably this guy over here by KILG, whatever that airfield is. Shouldn't be a factor. Look like he's going to cross my path before I... Oh, no, he's turning. Which way is he going now? Okay, he might have just taken off from...
25, descend and maintain flight level 240. Cleared for the Deer Park arrival into Bradley.
Down to flight level 240. Cleared for the Deer Park arrival into Bradley American 1425.
Alright. Yeah, here we go. This is the Philadelphia area right here. It should be. Or actually straight over our left. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, wait. That's not oriented the right way for Philly, is it? Looked like the runway goes in a different direction than what I was expecting. I got another one coming at us from the right. Well, these stars twinkle. It's hard to tell what's a star and what's an aircraft. Not him right there, is it? I don't know. Is he on the fish finder? Don't see him on the fish finder, but I do see one about 2,000 feet below us, straight ahead and coming right at it. Probably that guy right there. Don't see him on that map. Oh, he turned. Okay, yeah, and he's a good 40 miles out. Yeah, it should be this guy right here. Looks like he's descending down to 2,400 below us now. Yeah, he's definitely descending. Alright, surprisingly I'm doing okay with the frame rates. This must be that KILG down there. I see the runway in lights over there. A couple of runways over there. Alright, let's put weather up. Don't think we'll have issues with weather, but doesn't hurt to have it up anyway. KHPN. I see a couple of airfields up here. Looks like Baltimore should be up in that direction. Okay, probably going to get descent clearance pretty soon, within 4 minutes. Yeah, so this should be I-95 right here. Got an airfield right here in front of us. That must be a KAPG. Look that one up. It's Phillips Army Airfield in Hartford County, Maryland. Okay. KMTN. Martin State Airport in Middle River, Maryland. This is where we're having these come down. Yeah, there's that many airfields. Yeah, that's what I thought. Phillips Army Airfield. Susquehanna Trails Airport. Why are there two different ones? Interesting.
New York Center, American 1425, flight level 260.
American 1425, radar contact.
Okay, Terminal 2, Delta 42 is what we're going to be.
United 755, descend and maintain flight level 210. Cleared for the Roebuck 3 arrival into Boston. Down to flight level 210. Cleared for the Roebuck 3 arrival into Boston, United 755.
Okay, so Delta 42's right here. Runway 33 is when we're going to be landing.
5678, cleared Clipper 3, MXC transition into Reagan. When you're ready, descend and maintain flight level 220.
Clear Clipper 3, descend, maintain flight level 220, American 5678. All right, you're in a turn. Yeah, so see, there's a discontinuity here, but that's on purpose because we're going to vector from there back onto this ILS or the RNAV for runway 33 from there. Might possibly get vectored sooner than that. We'll see.
American 5678, descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Altimeter 3030. 5678, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Washington Center, commutator 4950, 16,000.
Commutator 4950, radar contact.
Yeah, wow, we're good. Get back into VR mode, and let's not do that crap to me again. Hey, get the nearby rooms hold down. You think I should see it? Airfield should be somewhere generally straight up in front of me. Andrews Air Force Base straight ahead and to the left. Yeah, pretty goofy arrival procedure, probably all because of the, for the obvious, because of DC not wanting planes flying over the Capitol or White House and all that. Runway 3030. Oh, that's on 333 course, so that makes it easy. I don't have to go looking it up now. It's already right there on my outboard DU. LNAV, VNAV, right, yeah, we're at
5678, contact Washington Center on 134.5.
134.5, American 5678.
American 5678, 134.5.
Center, American 5678 with you, flight level 224, descending 10,000.
American 5678, Washington Center, good evening.
Alright, okay, our airfield should be up ahead and to the right now. See one right there in front of us. That's kind of a weird pattern. Oh, okay. See, I see a double white flash right here. I see like three of them all right there. That's one's a double flash right there, and then there's two more to the south. Okay, the one that's a double flash is probably Andrews Air Force Base, because military airfields do white flashes, civilian airfields do one. Okay, then they said altimeter was 3030 or something like that.
American 5678, contact Potomac approach on 119.85.
119.85, American 5678. Approach, American 5678 with you, flight level 180, descending 10,000.
American American 5678, Potomac approach. Good evening, Reagan altimeter 3030. Expect the RNAV runway 33 approach into Reagan.
3030, expect RNAV 33 approach, American 5678. Okay. Yeah, we already have a pretty good idea what we need. It's set up here, like 16 miles away from it. But we got to overshoot and vector back, so this, I don't know. Not really familiar with what that is. Get zoomed in a little bit. Yeah, our airfield should be almost right in front of us, it looks like. About 10 miles out, so I see a runway right in front of us. I just don't know if that's DCA. Might be. Alright, vectoring down now. Are making a left toward Brunk. Yeah, I'll guess that that's the DCA right there. This should be pretty much right in front of us. Guessing this is the Potomac River, or Susquehanna River. I forget what river that is. Not the greatest with the geography here. All right, what airfield is this? That looks like Andrews, or yeah, it should be Andrews. So it should have a green and 2 whites. Yep. That is accurate. That is the green and 2 whites, so. A couple other civilian airfields down here. I don't see them on the map or on the fish finder.
American 5678, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Descend 9,000, American 5678. I thought I was set to go down to 10,000. Okay, we'll get our airspeed down first, and then maybe even get down to about 230, so I can put 1 level of flaps in and not have to fight it. Alright, we got our first notch of flaps in. Now we can didn't I ever put these in flight? I don't know. That slower airspeed will help us get down. Well, we're not going to get down any more quickly, at least on how I'm descending, but we won't cover as much horizontal distance before we get to where we need to be. Alright, so where's like the White House and all that kind of stuff? Might have to do a flight and check it out sometime. I would swear we're still a little high. Okay, we're gonna need, alright, heading 187, somewhere in that ballpark. Get it preset, that way when I switch from LNAV to heading hold, we're already there.
American 5678, descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Descend, maintain 7,000 feet, American 5678. Yeah, it'll basically put us on a 20 or so mile final approach profile. I didn't catch what the field elevation is there. Double check that. Left turns from runway to taxiway K are prohibited. Okay, so we'll probably want to plan on going all the way down to taxiway Sierra after we land. Well, this is marked in red. Okay, let's check out the facility chart. Will that tell us altitude? Look like 490. Well, that's 1.4 miles out, so. Prohibited area 1.59 miles north of DCA. Okay. Let's go ahead and go into heading hold mode now.
American 5678, turn right heading 260 vectors for the RNAV runway 33 approach.
Right turn 260, vectors RNAV 33 approach, American 5678. Yeah, see, now we're already not having to jump through hoops to get this to react just how we want it. Okay, so all I know is, yeah, we're less than somewhere around 400 feet elevation. I don't know the exact elevation because I was hoping the ground chart on here would show it, but it doesn't. So all I can work with here is this telling me that I should be 490 feet off the ground. Above sea level at 1.4 miles out. So imagine it's somewhere around 400-ish feet. Okay, that's pretty inaccurate with where I'm at, so not very helpful info. Alright, let's get into approach mode. That's off too. I don't know why it does that.
5678, descend and maintain 3500 feet, turn right, heading 360. American 5678, proceed direct Catrin. Descend and maintain 2500 feet until established, cleared for the RNAV runway 33 approach. November 6, 3 Zulu Whiskey, contact Washington Center on 135.525. 135.525, launching November 6, 3 Zulu Whiskey.
Clear direct Catrin, descend, maintain 2500, current RNAV 33 approach, American 5678. Why are we not flying toward Catrin? Okay, let me get rid of vectors. Alright. What? Okay. Alright. Alright, love you. Why am I? Come on. Too much going on here. Down about 180 now. Let's see. Nope. I was gonna look for the. Alright, approach. Look like we're going to have 136 or so VREF speed at 40 degrees flaps. (5,202 feet). Alright. Might be our air filter right there up ahead. Yeah, it should be just off to the just ahead to the left.
Approaching
What is with
runway
this?
2. Caution! Caution!
Caution for what? There's nothing here. What are we talking about? Kind of a weird RNAV approach. Is that how it's supposed to be? Nancy and EdTech. Yeah, I don't know where those are, but no, I need EDDWD. And Megs.
American 5678, contact Reagan Tower on 119.1, crossing Catrin.
Contact Tower 119.1 when crossing Catrin, American 5678. What do you mean invalid delete? I want Megs and then Nays. Tower, American 5678 with you on turn to final for RNAV 33.
American 5678, Reagan Tower, wind 050 at 6, runway 33, clear to land.
Clear to land, American 5678. Okay, for some reason it's got some waypoints in there that I don't want, so yeah, it looks like I'm going right toward the WD, so that's good. Too high. No, I don't want to be climbing. Dude, what kind of weird ass approach is this? Off. I should have been further over.
Approaching runway 1. Caution! Caution!
Alright, let me turn off the autopilot because I'm going to need to... Yeah, I think I'm going to need to hand fly this in.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
Come on.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Because I swear I'm off course here. See what I can do with this.
Approaching runway 4.
I don't know how I ended up so far off like this.
500.
Alright, altitude looks good. It just...
300. 200.
I'm all...
100. Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Approaching runway
Loaded
3.
in.
3.
But I wanted to intentionally get to the end of the runway anyway. Alright, that was a messed up approach. I doubt that was normal.
American 5678, welcome to Reagan. Exit at Lima if able. Contact ground on 121.7.
On the ground, American 5678.
Approaching runway 15.
Reagan ground, American 5678, clear of runway 33, taxi to gate.
American 5678, Reagan ground, taxi to Terminal 2, Gate D42 via Sierra November Kilo. Good day.
Terminal 2, Gate Delta 42 via Sierra November Kilo. Good day, American 5678. Okay. Sierra November Kilo, yeah, that's what I figured. Well, let's get the park and brake. And landing light off. Okay, this should be the first terminal here. Yeah, the one I want is the one that's next to the tower, which is right there. So, and Delta 42 should be right on the end of that concourse. Should hopefully find a tow vehicle over there. Not that one. There should be a tow vehicle right over there in that area. No, that can't be it. I'm expecting it to be right here by the tower, so. Alright, is this Delta 42? Okay, Delta 44 is the diagonal. Yeah, I think this is 42 right here. Right here in the corner. I don't see any ground vehicles though. Nothing seems to be there waiting for me. Should be it, because I think that's 44 right there. Alright, that should be good. Alright, get APU started. Let's get it moved over to the ground to the ramp frequency. Ramp flight deck, please connect jetway.
Connecting jetway.
Alright, let's get power, external power. And alright, cut out our ignition switches. Alright, yep, we're good to go there. Alright guys, that's a wrap on this flight. Yeah, everything went as well as can, well, I wouldn't say as well as can be. That was, I seriously thought it was an approach like I was supposed to do. Should have been lined up with the runway sooner than that, I would think, but I don't know what's normal at DCA. I'm gonna probably have to watch Flight Radar 24 to see how the airplanes normally factor into there in the real world, because I suspect it wasn't quite right. I don't know. At least I made it in though. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm glad I didn't follow those. That looks like a hold instruction or something. Let's see how this one worked out. How did I end up wrong? Okay, this looks like it's in the right area there. But this Clipper 3 RNAV should have had the right waypoints for arrival. Landing runway 15, 19, and 22. Okay. Well, where did I go wrong? Okay. Cavity, this is for runway 33. Cavity, High Tech, and Felty. I don't remember any of those waypoints. So odd. So that might actually be how it really is supposed to go. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to do some research on Flight Radar, I think, to figure that out. Alright, anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next.